Hi there, Aries. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love and light to y'all here. Let's take a breath. Thank you all so much for your support, your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscriptions. Thank you all so much, energetically above and beyond all, for connecting and tuning into you. And there's a major hairball here. Okay. Aries, let's get right on here now with your reading. And this is your November reading. Yay! Energy's moving by so quickly here. We're already in the growing winter months. Aries. Now let's see what comes through here for you. We'll shuffle the cards and see what pops out. And if we can get a Celtic cross out, we'll get a Celtic cross out. Assessing the energies of the deep past, the recent past, the current state, the energetic pathway that leads into the current state, the advice position, near future, your hopes and your fears, your final outcome, the energetic environmental sort of position, and the energetic pathway that leads into the final outcome. Now the final outcome, right, all energies are fluid, and of course it's a general reading, and it's always a matter of how it is that you're channeling it consciously, Aries, right? It's always a matter of how it is that you are even perceiving what it is that you're in a certain way reflecting, right? So take it as you will, Aries. We'll see how the energies move through. So very exciting here, and let's begin. Now, I was meditating your energy before I turn on the camera, Aries, and I was getting for you this feeling of like presenting something, representing something in a very bold way, in a very, very bold way. And it's like, if there was something that you were like wondering, should I tell them? I'm hearing I'm hearing I believe in this. I'm hearing that specifically from everybody. Should I tell them that I also have been believing in this? I'm hearing that specifically for everybody. Should I present this aspect of my work, this quality of also my character? I'm hearing that specifically for a number of you. And just as I say that, the Father of Swords in reverse and Three of Pentacles upright, there could be a focus here on what it is that you are disclosing, even in matters of contracts. Okay, it's like, yes, I'm hearing I am a part of this clause, and yes, I want to be in this, I want to be involved in this sort of space, and to be in a physical space, be it matters related to project development. I'm hearing also research and development. You may be signing off on a certain contract. It may be related to academics here, but Aries, let's get into it now for you. Six of Pentacles in reverse at the apex of your spread. It's not, though, purely in reverse. I'm hearing there's a focus on what you're not considering as an absolute characteristic of what you may be officializing, carrying out. And again, I'm getting this might be a contract here for a number of you, but what it is that you're remaining sort of in a state of I'm hearing a judgment of, in terms of perhaps research, and you may be researching materials, you may be researching resources, you may be also practicing how it is that you want to perform a certain craft out and carry it out in I'm hearing specifically in an entrepreneurial manner, whatever that may mean for a number of you. I'm seeing you leaving behind a past that just really didn't pop the present open, like I'm hearing Jessica told us to, whatever that may mean for I'm hearing Jessica Styles, whatever that may mean for a number of you. Take it as you will, but I'm seeing, Aries, that for a number of you, there's this focus on like how it is that you're carrying a certain craft out, and there's a physical side to the way that you're also representing that I'm getting as a strong focus, and others may be really wondering, I'm hearing magnetized by your craft, but also by I'm hearing the character that you uphold, not in a way that tells everyone, hi, I'm hearing I'm the one who's kind of in that Chuck E. Cheese outfit. Chuck E. Cheese, take it as you will, whatever that may mean for a number of you. What is Chuck E. Chew on exactly here? Is it cheese, or is it I'm hearing change here? I'm hearing in the pocket of the Fool, whatever that may mean for a number of you. There's something that I'm hearing specifically for a number of you that you are manifesting, and it's with the way in which you're marketing it, the devil coming through. You may be spending a lot of energy, I'm hearing a lot of time, a lot of funding as well, working on I'm hearing references. For a number of you, I'm seeing this as academic. For another number of you, though, I'm seeing this has to do with a certain professional direction that you're moving in a very exciting manner. Now, Aries, I'm hearing Pisces, and just as we say that, the High Priestess in reverse coming through, winking at the Mother of Cups, making that last promise here to the parents. I'm hearing who will be. I'm hearing in the trap. I'm seeing it as the lovers here who are flying into the future. There is a focus in there of mirroring the Two of Cups. There's perhaps a merging here. You may be dealing with a Pisces, you may be dealing, I'm hearing, with another Aries. It may be your own energy yet again. It may also be a Gemini. You may be dealing with someone who's got perhaps even Libra in their chart. They know how to leave the door open, I'm hearing, to kind of the outcomes here. The Justice card associated with the archetype of Libra, the Son of Swords and the Two of Swords. There's someone who really knows what they're doing. I'm hearing knows how to cut the cookie in a way that doesn't make you feel like they cut it as well. Very interesting. And they may be incredibly, this person is like, I'm hearing skill to skill communicator, whatever that may mean, in particular for a number of you. Like it's not just communications 101 in the marketing manual of I'm hearing the best of business dynamics. I'm hearing best business bureau. This is like someone who knows how to communicate within communicating. And that's a certain kind of conversation that's held in a collaborative space that cannot really be like even carved out. And I'm getting they might be incredibly sort of diplomatic. It may be also professionally focused here. They may have a home-based business, family-based business. They got the Chariot here, right? The base of the Chariot. The Chariot, right? At the base of the Chariot. Is that what I said? You have the Chariot right at the base of the Justice card, mirroring the Ace of Pentacles upright. Someone's offering you, I'm hearing, perhaps even a physical space to carry out a certain craft in. Aries, what's looming ahead is, as I'm seeing it, a certain, I'm hearing financial, I'm hearing forecast of what becomes official. And it may be a contract for a number of you. You got the Hierophant mirroring the Six of Cups in reverse, sandwiching, I'm hearing, but acing the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups wants to be seen with the Three of Cups strongly. And I'm seeing that if this is a partnership, there is the sense of, it's like, I'm hearing, we just get it. I'm hearing, we just get what we both need to get in order to make this something that works. I'm hearing as well. And it may be related to who is involved with what sort of side of the project. And I'm seeing that it's really, I'm hearing international in flavor. Take it as you will, the Strength card in reverse. This individual or your energy or what it is that you're thinking of moving into, it could be also an industry, but I'm getting that this is a partnership for a number of you, or even a space that you're thinking of moving into. It can really be somewhat, I'm hearing dynamic. I'm hearing also I'm hearing storied in the way that certain individuals take on a role. And I'm seeing it in the way of, let's say that you're working with someone, Aries. I'm hearing Leo, Libra strongly. This person has held, I'm hearing, prominent positions in the past. They may have been married a number of times. I'm hearing 3, I'm hearing 6. Remember, you take it as you will. I am seeing 2, I'm seeing 3, though strongly, and I'm seeing as well 1. Okay, take it as you will. But there's a focus on what world is now being alluded to, and it can be related, again, to matters of business partnerships. They may be really, really well versed in how to carry out a certain craft, and they know kind of like the tricks to the trade, not that which is actually traded, I'm hearing financially first, but that which is acknowledged first on an energetic, emotional level. And there's a sentimentalism as well, as I'm getting to this person. They may have a lot of Taurus in their chart as well. I'm hearing they know how to talk. I'm hearing inside and outside of the conversation without setting any boundaries. Very interesting. Now, there's a focus on what it is, I'm hearing Libra, that Aries, that you leave, I'm hearing I'm hearing at the bed. I'm hearing also at the bedside. I'm hearing also, though, at the door. When you're getting ready to leave, I'm hearing, and launch a certain program. I'm hearing launch a certain project. If this is going by really quickly for a number of you and you want to slow it down, you can slow down the the speed of the video via the link, via the dial at the base of this reading. Okay, Aries, let's get the cards out and see what comes through for you. We'll pull a Celtic cross and see what's moving through here for this November month for you, Aries. Okay. And thank you all so much for connecting yet again. Thank you all so much for your comments. Oh my goodness, I read all of them and I'm so touched by all of you, all of us, right? All are one. Take a moment just for gratitude. Love and light to you all. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. All right, now let us let us sing that one last song, one last time before we slide. I'm hearing to the left and then slide to the right. I'm hearing 3 hops this time. I'm seeing like you making a major, I'm hearing shift in the way that certain spaces are identified with, and it can be professional yet again. It's like I'm seeing it as well being related to how it is that you uphold a certain persona, and I'm hearing character as well. And it's like people in the workplace, they see you like someone who has changed. I'm hearing specifically, and it's like, have you seen Aries? I'm hearing Libra strongly here. Aries, I'm seeing it's like it can be related here to the Nine of Pentacles. It wants to remain here with the Three of Swords, but I'm seeing like people, I'm hearing children as well. I'm hearing they choose you. It's like they come up to you and they're like, that one, I'm hearing, I want that teacher. I'm hearing that specifically for a number of you. Okay, let us get the cards out here. Aries, the Hierophant in reverse in the deep past, leading into the Strength card in reverse in the I'm hearing current state, but it's the recent past. The Hierophant has been pushing, I'm hearing this energy forward into the current state of the Daughter of Cups as I'm getting it. There's a focus on what was held as a premonition, perhaps on behalf of another individual. Now, I'm back in a shuffle here. There's a whole lot here that changes Aries. You understand that. The Mother of Wands upright. Five of Pentacles in reverse. In the near future, yes. Okay, and you're ready for it. I'm pulling them now facing me. Very interesting. Take it as you will. The Hermit upright. I'm seeing you like taking out old tools in your tool shed and like now getting to work with them in a very creative way. Your hopes and affairs, the Hermit upright. You want to be super detailed with this. As I'm getting it, you might feel like I need to know the ins and outs of every possible variation of my own character. I'm hearing also my creativity, and I'm seeing it in a way that's like fanatical in such a way that's fun. It's like I want to know. I'm hearing how many colors I can actually paint with when I'm painting. I'm hearing with the colors of the wind. I'm hearing the sound of my own song. Very interesting. It's so exciting, Aries. The Fool leading you straight up and out into the future. And I'm back in a shuffle here yet again. Flipping out on top of the Hermit, I'm hearing, don't you worry, Ace of Pentacles upright. You are merging the Eight of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Cups in reverse. You're making, I'm hearing, your moment known. I'm hearing on a global, expansive level as well. You got the Fool leading you out. I'm hearing definitely known here. In a certain industry, Aries, people are talking about you. I'm hearing they are holding talks about you. The Star upright over the Daughter of Cups. Let's see what else comes through. And two cards here have split right over the Daughter of Cups and the Mother of Wands. What's going on here? I'm hearing it's getting fancy. That's for sure. The Daughter of Wands in reverse. I'm hearing, but she's not wearing high heels before the show. Whatever that may mean in particular for you or another. I'm seeing you again taking your time to ensure that your craft is carried out just perfectly in the way that feels airborne to you. And you're again leading out here with the Fool, who doesn't feel foolish in the many ways that it takes flight, and that also it considers that fortune awaits at the end of the rainbow. The Eight of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune are flying out upside down, connecting to one another, kind of like this. Okay, kind of like a triangular space. I'm hearing graph as well. Right over here, I'm hearing the premonition of the Daughter of Wands and the Mother of Wands. There may be an individual who is associated with the Daughter of Cups. It may have been a Taurus. I'm hearing doctor as well. Somebody who like told them, I'm hearing kind of in passing, this is going to be, I'm hearing the storyline that's going to win. I'm hearing the hearts and the and also the home space of your, I'm hearing clientele, also your I'm hearing your characterization. I'm seeing it as like in matters related to how you express yourself. I'm seeing it this way of like almost like someone, I'm hearing parent teacher conference, like someone saw you or worked with you in a certain way and mention something again, like I'm seeing it as in passing, like, hi, I'm hearing, and it's so interesting, I'm seeing like these individuals in the dark, and they're like walking around with glow sticks in this like space, and I'm seeing like two individuals coming up next to each other with like glow sticks, and they're talking to each other with the glow sticks, but it's somewhat of a casual encounter, but they're identifying, and I'm seeing a very like bright pink related to the Empress here. Okay, there's a space that was acknowledged as it pertains to matters of the conception of creativity, of the concept of manifestation. What does it mean to create? What does it mean to hold a space that is fertile I'm hearing in a fun way, in also a vibratory way. And you've got the Three of Pentacles that mirrors this Empress in your theme. Five of Cups sandwiched in between the two. There is a confrontation here, Aries, with what you are releasing. As a certain phenomenon, I'm hearing also a certain standard of, I'm hearing a standardized act. And you're like, no. I'm hearing, I don't wear the hat when I'm having fun. So why am I wearing it when I'm moving forward to Hollywood? And the focus is for you, as I'm getting it, Aries, that you're recognizing very clearly what is, I'm hearing an asset for you. What is also, though, I'm seeing it in a way that is like truly like mirroring your healing, your mothering potential, your nurturing abilities. We've all got, right, that propensity. We've all got the yin and the yang. We've all got the masculine propensity and the feminine propensity, the expressive propensity and the receptive propensity. How it is that we're engaging with the very core, I'm hearing the foundation of the feeling space for what we see ourselves creating is what you are now bringing full circle into a point of clarity, Aries. You understand what it means to be the manifester of your own moment. I'm hearing also your own motherboard, personality. I'm hearing personality, and it has to do with how you channel certain assets and where it is that you identify with the many varying parts of your craft. Okay, now I'm hearing character as well. There's a focus on what you, again, I'm hearing remain I'm hearing understanding of, I'm seeing it as being related to the Eight of Swords. What it is that you are understanding has been preparing you for this moment. And it's like, I'm seeing it as almost like the many thoughts that had run through your mind in a certain way. Oh, I really want to challenge that one paradigm. I really want to clap for that one, I'm hearing teacher on the board, whatever that may mean. I really want to work with that one, I'm hearing skateboarder. I'm hearing specifically for a number of you. I'm hearing of analysis. It can be, again, research-based, academically based. But the focus is here, Aries, on what has defied that space for you perceptively. I'm hearing logically, where you really wanted to do something, and then this thought came along and was like, hey, I'm glad you're having a heart-to-heart moment, but let's have one that doesn't stand in a space of silence. And it could have been like actual communication with others, and someone may have given you a piece of advice, and it kind of made you understand the I'm hearing the cause that you were characterizing in a way that was like almost like I'm seeing that perhaps who it is that you bounce this idea off of, or who it is that you at a certain point in time perhaps even collaborated with in creating a certain space, hearing community as well, in a certain way, Aries, like stimulated, prompted you to open up another, I'm hearing alternative option. I'm hearing also order of events that you then challenged yourself to. You're like, you know what, actually, maybe I do want to acknowledge more. I'm hearing purposes of identification in this process. I'm hearing this project as well. I'm seeing it, it's a bit abstract, Aries, okay? I'm saying it as well. But I'm seeing it in a way of like, you recognizing that there is potential in a certain way, in a certain industry, in a certain place that you want to carry your performance out. And yet again, if this is going by really quickly for a number of you, and you want to slow it down, you can adjust the speed setting at the very base of the reading, okay? But nonetheless, there's a focus here on, and it's interesting because I know some of you also comment and you say, I actually watch you in faster speed. I enjoy you at 1.5 actually, Natalie. So take it as you will. Whatever works for you, and no judgment at all. Take it as you will. Whatever works for you and however you feel compelled to watch, okay? Aries, there's a focus on what you are closing out the characterization of by way of how you have I'm hearing interpreted it. I'm hearing also inspired it by way of what has challenged it. I'm almost seeing people who had ideas and thoughts about what you, as it may have been perceived, of what it is that you are in the medium space for creating. In a certain way, yes, was like not a stop sign, but was, I'm hearing a stock marker, whatever that may mean for you. I'm seeing it as like a symbol, almost like I'm hearing a signpost that you took in hand and you held it, and you were like, okay, I'm hearing this says don't start on this project yet. And okay, what does it mean to start on a project? I'm seeing that it's almost like what I'm seeing that what was considered as a party popper was actually a party. I'm hearing a point that you wanted to take into consideration in maneuvering further through this process. And I'm almost seeing it in this way of like someone having come up to you yet again, Aries, and was like, look, Aries, I'm getting your goods manufactured, but I don't know, I'm hearing if that one goose egg is going to make it. I'm hearing that specifically for a number of you. And there was somewhat of like a space of like, I'm hearing doubting or like not, I'm hearing misunderstanding as well. What exactly is being, I'm hearing manifested? And there could have been even a period of like confusion, like what am I actually doing? I'm hearing what am I actually I'm hearing the doctor of, I'm hearing as well here for a number of you. There could have been something that you were in the process of, again, I'm almost saying like diagnosing, but like, what does it mean to diagnose something? But in the process of discovering, I'm hearing self-discovery of what your talents, your assets, and your skills are. And I'm seeing someone like having flashed a flashlight onto the form that you processed a certain I'm hearing part of your personality through. Very interesting. I'm hearing persona, the death card coming through right over the Sun of Pentacles in reverse, and made you look more closely at it, even if it made you take I'm hearing a very careful look at it. And what does that mean? To kind of consider the many I'm hearing styles and spaces that we share our light through, whatever that may mean, in particular for a number of you. And I'm seeing that there's something that again took a long time of processing. Like I'm hearing a manifester. Okay, but what's my magic marker, and what is it that I want to be drawing when I'm using it? And I'm seeing as well, Aries, that it has to do with what you call I'm hearing a creative process in and of itself. It's like, what does it mean to be creative? What does it mean to have, I'm hearing, a creative outlook as well when I'm carrying out my work? And I'm seeing yet again, Aries, it's like you may have like projected a certain path even to yourself. And if you're an Aries with a lot of air in your chart, a lot of Libra, a lot of Aquarius, a lot of Gemini, a strong third house, strongly placed Mercury, if you've got a lot of planets in your 7th house, if you've got a lot of planets, I'm hearing stellium here for a number of you, if you've got a lot of planets in your 11th house as well, a lot of planets in Libra, there could be the propensity to really think about things. And there might have been this even process of researching heavily what has been manifesting until this point, in whatever way that may be meant for you. But you've got a whole lot of water energy here that's also being alluded to, the 3 of Cups in reverse, the Death card upright, that's looking over the Hangman, who is still hanging, mirroring the Death card, and the 4 of Cups in reverse. I'm seeing this as being a certain process that is being now polarized by way of the thought space, the thinking space that has accompanied it. And I'm seeing you really understanding what the crux of the matter was, what the cookie was that didn't cook properly, and why. What kind of character were you assuming that it would be playing and taking on in the grander sort of I'm hearing exchange of that transaction. I'm hearing as well, take it as you will. I'm seeing it as happening on a personal level. How does it you're sharing your gifts and your talents, and what you kind of saw of that. It's like, when I'm sharing this one talent with this one agency, I'm hearing as well, for a number of you, it can be contractual as well. Again, take it as you will. What is it that I'm actually I'm hearing captivating my audience with for a number of you, but what is it that I'm also capitalizing on? I'm hearing the internationalism of the personality that I create in that moment. And I'm seeing you like wanting to really I'm hearing shed a few layers, and also a few tears, whatever it is that you need to do to make sure that you are I'm hearing shaving I'm hearing the shoreline off of the I'm hearing assuredness of this dream for you, where it's like, I just want to, I'm hearing just be myself. I'm hearing that for a number of you. I just want to believe, I'm hearing, and become one with what I see as an asset that I am uniquely, I'm hearing attuned for. I'm hearing gauged for. I'm hearing that specifically for a number of you. I'm seeing it as like, to the point where it's like, I don't even want to feel like there's a shore on the sea that tells me when I'm arrived, and when I'm docking my boat, and when I'm just kind of dancing around in my room to the tune, I'm hearing, to the song of success. And I'm seeing you like not wanting at all to kind of take on a judgmental attitude in any kind of way, in whatever way that meant for you, in perceiving your own work and your own act. It's very exciting, Aries. This is, I'm hearing, a cycle of rediscovering. I'm hearing a cycle, and it may be related to concepts of birth. For a number of you may have a baby on the way, okay, and they may be in Aquarius. Take it as well. We've got, what is it, December, January coming up, February coming up, okay. Dear Aries, I want to get a few more cards out here for you. And again, this is your November reading. The energies are powerful here, powerful. Now let us shuffle the cards and and see what comes through. You may have a proposition here coming through. I'm hearing promotion as well. I'm hearing record deal from a major record deal here for a number of you. You may be getting an advancement here. The devil looking over at the future, really giving you, I'm hearing the formal letter to write yourself. And it's like, I'm seeing someone like almost being like, hey, what works for you? What is it that you feel you're going to work best in? The suit of that's tailored in what way? Tell me, please. I'm hearing like specifically like someone wants to really accommodate your advances that perhaps you have proposed at a certain point in time. And I'm seeing you getting really like kind of being very, very attentive here as well to who is offering what and why. I'm hearing why as well though. And it's like, wait a second, I'm hearing, what are you actually working on with me? And what is it that actually you're considering to be the workspace? And for a number of you, this may be a negotiation. It's like, okay, what's yours and what's mine? I'm hearing, is that your party hat or is it mine? Am I going to be profiting from it, or are you going to be packing it and packaging it and labeling it kind of feeling? And there could be a really exciting, innovative, inventive sort of space here, the Wheel of Fortune coming through. And I'm hearing no one knows what that's going to look like. And really, I'm hearing the Ten of Cups, I'm hearing the Wheel of Fortune, but I'm hearing you all have a premonition that makes the party something that is feeling like it is planned, or that it has been planned. I'm hearing lifetimes ago. Ooh, Aries. I'm hearing Scorpio here. There's someone who has a secret though, and they don't really know how to tell it to you secretly enough in order to make you sound it out. I'm hearing in feathers, with feathers, whatever that may mean for you. Here the Daughter of Cups upright and the Star upright. There's someone who may be wondering, like, and it could be your own energy, absolutely, but I'm seeing it as like someone who's wondering like how good you keep a secret. Like they're wondering like, are you, I'm hearing the creative type of individual, or are you the conformative type of individual? Are you the I'm hearing the casting director? Are you, I'm hearing the casted role here. Are you cast ashore, or are you casting the mold for what's going to be moving this project forward? And I'm seeing someone like, almost like, I'm hearing building a hierarchy of analysis here to gauge your temperament. Very interesting. This may be like a really rigorous test academically, again, for a number of you, but I'm seeing it more so for a strong number of you as being related to professional affairs, being related to someone interviewing you, let's say even. And I'm hearing there could be a number of cycles that you move through. It can be related as well to finances. I'm hearing stock exchange. You got the Two of Cups, that's mirroring the Devil. Someone wants to make you a proposition. I'm hearing an offer, but they don't want to show you what they're wearing under their vest until you tell them what I'm hearing marker of color you want to be working with. And it's kind of interesting and kind of weird as well at the same time. Pisces, it's like Pisces came through here, the High Priestess in reverse again, but the focus is Aries. That I'm almost seeing it in this way. It's like someone knows how to work with children. I'm hearing that specifically for a number of you. They know that certain, I'm hearing maneuvers are needed to work with certain audience groups. I'm hearing types, and again, maybe your own energy, absolutely. There's a highly dynamic energy here I'm seeing as well related to finances. Someone may be a teacher or a mentor, okay, and they also may speak a number of languages. The focus is, I'm hearing for a number of you as well, they may be international. They may come from another, I'm hearing time and space. They may be in another age bracket, I'm hearing as well, for a number of you. Take it as you will, but they can also be working with, again, many different types of age groups, and also individuals, cultures. The focus, Aries, is on, as I'm getting it, the sense of gauging here. I'm hearing of temperature, of temperament, and they're almost like, they're like trying to like, I'm hearing guess who you are before they start as the guest on your show, sort of feeling, where like before they offer you a place on theirs. And I'm hearing position, role. I'm hearing as actor, lead actor, actress. I'm hearing as well the Daughter Cups coming through. I'm hearing who's got a lot of Leo in her chart, who I'm hearing the Star mirroring the Daughter Cups. This is someone who knows, I'm hearing what play. I'm hearing she's the playwright for. And she's not questioning who makes the right decision when she's just dancing. And because she knows that the people who make those decisions will be very, I'm hearing honest about what they see because of the standard that is set in that very moment in terms of what a performance is redefined as. And I'm almost seeing it as like somebody who goes on stage, and again, could be your very own energy, but someone who goes on stage and is almost like so so prideful of their promise to themselves of what a performance really serves as. And in their mind, if they have accomplished that state of affairs, I'm hearing specifically for a number of you, I'm hearing all they need to know that they're going to be getting a few calls to their house. I'm hearing and also a few knocks at their door. Someone is very, I'm hearing also courageous, take it as you will. They may be leading out certain acts that are, I'm hearing actually, I'm hearing captured, I'm hearing in between the sheets, whatever that means for a number of you, the Mother of Cups here, Son of Pentacles, and the Daughter of Swords. Somebody who is very, I'm hearing lands on the map, not wearing a cape, and it leaves everyone wondering like how they actually created what they did to get where they are. And this is a highly entrepreneurial individual. I'm hearing that specifically for a number of you. Again, it can be your own energy, but I'm hearing they've created the mask that they would be managing their own act with. And it's like almost like they're their own manager. It's like, I'm my own representative. I am also perhaps my own lawyer for a number of you. But if that is so, you might want to make sure that you have a few more boxes to check off, and that you're really challenging your own paradigm there, whatever that may mean, in particular for a number of you, take it as you will, dear Aries. But there's a focus on what, and I'm seeing for a number of you, this individual has mediums to really, I'm hearing, channel through their work. And again, I'm seeing someone who's perhaps even got a lot of water on their chart, somebody who may work with, I'm hearing, children, may be very confident, I'm hearing, again, very confident in the way that they color in the coloring book. And in a certain way, it's like endearing, but on the other hand, Aries, it's also it's profound, and I'm hearing empowering for others to watch the act of, and I'm hearing the actions of as well here with the Daughter of Cups. Now there is, again, I'm not getting in like a cocky way where it's like whatever way that may meant for you or anyone else, not in a way of like, I know that I'm going to be made, I'm hearing out to be made a superstar when I'm on that singing show. Like, I'm not singing in a way that was like verbalized or in a way that was kind of I'm hearing like not that like she was, let's say, taught or they were taught a certain vernacular to process their own self-judgment with. Like, I am called, I'm hearing specifically this person kind of like I am what you call I'm hearing a velvet cupcake that when served, I'm hearing the audience members don't know I'm hearing the name of, because they're busy discovering parts of me. Like, I'm not seeing it in a way that's like kind of even childish. I'm not necessarily childish, but in a way of like I'm going to Hollywood because I'm holy. And I'm really seeing somebody who is like really actually, they may have a lot of Pisces in their charts, somebody who is believing in their craft. And for them, that's what makes the feeling for them that they have won a certain deal already. And they might be operating in a totally different time and space. I'm hearing paradigm. They might not actually be like gauging their success by way of who makes them what offer and what record deal. I'm hearing that specifically for a number of you. But they know, I'm hearing, and they very clearly recognize when their work feels successful. And that is the very bound of the bountiful beginning that I'm hearing that song. What's that song? On my way. Something of that nature. Okay, I'm hearing hardcore here with the Fool. I'm almost seeing like someone who is almost like a rock star studded. I'm hearing Reiki healer master. Very interesting. Like someone who's got like, I'm hearing piercings on. I'm hearing their pantyhose, whatever the maybe like they might like wear. I'm seeing someone who's got like a lot of like I'm hearing dazzling doors that they move through because of the reflection of their like dress up when they're doing the do's, whatever that may mean. Like someone who's like very like glamorous, but not in like a playful way, but like in a again, I'm getting it almost like in a like, I'm hearing like punk, like rock star, like I am the rock star. I'm hearing Romer here, everyone. Fool. Like, I'm hearing ready for my big debut, and I'm not dancing to just any old sappy love song. I'm hearing as well for a number of you. And what does a punk mean, right? Take it as you will. But I'm seeing someone who like is really, I'm hearing well financed for a certain mission, and I'm seeing it as like they have, again, I'm like seeing almost like this, like I'm seeing the Fool with like piercings and like maybe a few tattoos and maybe a few like mistranslated words, whatever that may mean for a number of you. I'm seeing it as like, but not in the way of, and always take it as you will, Aries, right? Not necessarily in any particular way, but I'm seeing it in a way of like translating how people usually, I'm hearing and channeling how people usually say certain words. And it's like, I have my own market as well to serve here. And I'm not going to just be serving any old story up for you all. I'm hearing that specifically for a number of you, and there can be some storytelling here going on. It's like I'm almost seeing somebody who is really I'm hearing a fabulous escape artist as well. It could be a little furry family friend on 4 legs who likes to get out of their cage very often, and perhaps all too often, especially when the oven is on, whatever that may mean for a number of you. Like, I'm imagining like a dog or a cat who I'm imagining like a dog though. It can also, I'm hearing, be a hamster, like who like smells food in the kitchen and like immediately finds their way out of the I'm hearing the foyer, okay. Nonetheless, channeling the spirit animals as well. Take it as you will. The Mother of Cups. I'm hearing Willy here with the Fool. The Mother of Cups here, and the 10 of Wands in reverse. The High Priestess in reverse. I'm almost at the Magician. You may be dealing with someone who's got a lot of Pisces in their chart, a lot of Sagittarius. I'm hearing, and Scorpio. Don't forget. I'm hearing just how dark I'm hearing the dancers can dance the night away. I'm hearing again, dance the night away. It's so interesting because I'm seeing like darkness here. I'm hearing Leo, Libra. I'm seeing darkness with the moon. But in a way that is like actually very cool, like and very creative, like almost a Halloween-y sort of vibe. Halloween-y. Like I'm hearing again, it's like I'm getting this like hardcore like heart-to-heart moment, like that. It's that kind of feeling you're having like a rock show sort of routine that's rolling through, like in rewind. Very interesting in a way that's like almost held in slow motion, but like applied even perhaps to a certain I'm hearing responsive audience that is actually I'm hearing quite emotional, quite I'm hearing like I'm hearing fast moving as well. Very interesting. I'm seeing this as being a highly complex, energetic space that you're standing in. I'm hearing specifically, and I'm seeing you as the Mother of Cups here, Aries. But again, always take it as you will. I'm seeing it as like you're standing in a space. Again, I'm seeing you like in the dark. It's like a haunted house, like globe. I'm hearing like glow in the dark globe. It's so interesting. You've got the Father of Pentacles as well, looking down at the Ace of Wands in reverse. Someone that wants to kind of walk you out of the house, but you're like, no. I'm having fun here. I'm hearing specifically, and someone is like trying to take your hand in whatever way that may meant for you, Aries, right? But they're like really, I'm hearing an angel at heart, and they've got the best at heart, whatever that may mean. I'm looking for a number, you take it as you will. But they definitely don't wear it on their sleeve, and that makes you sometimes feel like, why are you trying to get me out of this haunted house when I'm having fun? And they're like, because there's a hairy tarantula in the corner of the room, and he has his eye on you, and I don't want him to have your heart before I show you mine. And I'm seeing someone like kind of wanting to like get very, I'm hearing honest and very, I'm hearing austere, whatever that may mean for a number of you, like with you, like in a way though that makes you feel like they're challenging your creativity, I'm hearing, or your creative moment. Again, I'm like seeing you with this individual like in the dark, and they specifically, you may be dealing with someone who's got a lot of earth in their chart, who plays like a parent but also like a player at the same time, and you're like, are you playing the game, or are you like profiting from it, or are you promising me that I'm gonna win it? And it's like, what? I'm hearing specifically like someone might not understand as well the dynamic that they distance you with them too. Like I'm hearing, I can go the distance, and like they're singing that song to you, but they don't really realize like what that does to you. I'm hearing in the heart chakra space, whatever that may mean for you, and it's like they might say things that kind of get on your nerves. I'm hearing as well, like while you're channeling, whatever that may mean in particular for you. It could be like an individual as well who is like when you're channeling something, like they always kind of chime in or something like that. Like I'm hearing it could be a spirit guide as well here for a number of you. I am getting that for a number of you. It could be related to the archetype of Aquarius, but this is someone who perhaps was, I'm hearing, sent from afar. I'm hearing a whistler here, the Father of Pentacles. And it's so interesting because if you look at the Father of Pentacles card, right, Aries, there are these antlers that are very colorful, that we see as the same color palette on the star card. And I'm getting here that like this person is not paranoid, but like very conservative. I'm hearing specifically in whatever way that may be meant for you or them, in the way that they color in their coloring book with colors. And it's like I'm hearing I am Magic Johnson. I'm hearing that specifically for a number of you. I'm hearing also making money. I'm hearing as well. I'm also I'm hearing a magic marker that I realize has limited ink. I'm hearing specifically and limited funds. And this person actually might be like extremely wealthy, extremely well off, but has this complex. I'm hearing this mentality of scarcity. I'm hearing variables, and it might be by way of what they were challenged with when they arose to a certain position. And this individual like is really, I'm hearing, really keen on you. I'm hearing really also in a certain way mothering, but in all of the ways that make you feel like they're actually just after your money. And it's like I'm getting for a number, you're a bit like I'm hearing not creeped out, but you're kind of like considering all of the variables in the room that are being considered as values potentially between you and this individual. And I'm seeing that there could be a potential business here. I'm hearing breakdance. I'm hearing breakdown as well financially between you and this individual. There could be a focus here, Aries, on I'm hearing allocation of resources, funds. But I'm seeing at the end of the day, they really have your best interest at heart, Aries. And always take it as you will, right? General reading, but I'm saying that in a way that I'm hearing safe way guidance between the Father of Pentacles and the Mother of Cups. I'm saying this is a very special. I'm hearing star seed, hearing alliance as you feel it in the way of like, I know that we were brought here to be, by hearing brothers together. I'm hearing again for a number of you, whatever that may mean for a number of you. I'm seeing it though as well. Like, I know that we were brought here to be, I'm hearing brought together again. And again, whatever that may mean for a number of you, but I am seeing that it has to do with a certain also belief system that you both kind of like, I'm hearing bend your backs over for. It's like, gosh, we both like get so irritated when people don't brush their teeth like that. I'm hearing that specifically for a number of you. I'm hearing also though, we both get so, I'm hearing irritated when I'm hearing games are played just for fun. And it's like there's somewhat of a bit of like superficiality that is considered a standard for most, that you both kind of question the integrity of in a certain way. But I'm seeing again, it's like, in whatever way that may meant for a number of you, but I'm seeing as well that there's somewhat of like a storyline that you both have moved through, and you might have like a similar like path or past, or in some kind of way you both like contribute to a same sort of space materially, financially. You may be in business together. But the question is how, I'm hearing, honest this individual is in your mind's eye. You might be kind of questioning how much character you also want to be coughing up here as you're contemplating, I'm hearing, their assets as being ones that I'm hearing carry you home at night. And it's like, I don't know, I'm hearing the chair that you just said that you would build me, is that going to carry me home? I'm hearing on the chariot. I'm hearing on the chariot ride back home, like whatever that may mean for a number of you. The chariot coming through right up and out right here for you, Aries, connected to the Seven of Wands upright. I'm hearing, do we need to water those plants a little more in the garden to make sure that they work when we want to turn the lights on? I'm hearing also when we want to turn the lights down. And there could be a focus on cycles. I'm hearing patterns of manifestation here, also profit, that may be a focus. The Empress here connecting the Father of Pentacles to the Judgment card in reverse. Again here, Aries, I'm getting that this, again, the way that this individual somewhat like I'm hearing surprises you in certain moments, like where they come out of like, I'm hearing butt crack nowhere or whatever that may mean in particular number of you, and they're like, hi, I'm your brother. I'm hearing here right now. I'm hearing brothering you. I'm hearing babying you. I'm hearing as well. And you look at this person and you're like, where were you last night, my bro? And like, where were you when I was whining on the phone? And they're like, we don't have time for wine or cheese or grapes. We need to work. I'm hearing specifically hard, and we need to also have I'm hearing our hearts. I'm hearing captured in the right space. And I'm almost seeing like this person like wanting to like make sure that the heart is like secured and like situated and fixed like on the left side. It's like, actually it's here. And this person is like somewhat I'm hearing clunky with the matters of the heart. In a certain way, they're like, you're like, do you have emotions though? Actually, I'm hearing actually. And this person is like, yeah, I'm hearing look, I'm hearing they're right here. And you're like, actually, I'm hearing your heart beats on the left side. And they're like, yeah, I'm hearing, I just leave that. I'm hearing the best of it for last, whatever that may mean in particular for a number of you. And it's like someone is really, I'm hearing really like a commitment phobe, I'm hearing as well for a number of you, but at the same time, they put in some effort here that really like makes them feel like more than marriage potential. I'm hearing more than marriage material, where you're like, whoa, I'm hearing, I feel like we're already married, but you like make me feel like I'm a movie that you haven't played yet. I'm hearing in your mind's eye or in your memory bank overload of I'm hearing mothering, whatever that may mean. For number, you may be dealing with someone who's got a lot of Cancer on their chart as well. And then I'm hearing they bake you cookies and they ask you if they had enough butter and if you wanted to have a few more after they collected the plate. And you're like, I'm hearing that's so sweet of you. I'm hearing these gestures, but I'm hearing looking for some jam right now to jam out to, and I'm seeing this individual serving you something, giving you something. I'm hearing offering you some kind of also form of support. I'm hearing moral support as well, that you like doesn't touch you like on the funniest of your funny bones. I'm hearing also on the funniest of your bones, and you're like, okay, that bone that you like think you're like massaging, you're actually like bruising when you break dance with me like that. I'm hearing in the ballroom. I'm hearing also in the bedroom, and this person might think that that's attractive, or that's I'm hearing the audition that's going to win you over, like, and you're like, no. I'm hearing, I don't need to feel like I'm breaking, I'm hearing in Bikram yoga to be with you, like, and they're like, oh, I'm hearing, okay, I'm hearing, I thought that I was, I'm hearing just, I'm hearing a beast, and that's what I needed to be, and I'm hearing, but actually I'm hearing I'm just a little boy, you're right, and I want to believe in what I'm hearing kind of butter you want in those cookies again. And it's like this person has this left and right tendency, and they almost like they become like a really like grizzly goo monster sometimes, and you're like, whoa. And I'm hearing green eyes as well. Like this person might have like a hell of a lot of earth in their chart, like a heck of a lot of earth in their chart. They might have like, they might even be like really conservative in a certain way, or really traditional. I'm hearing Zion, whatever that may mean for a number of you. I'm hearing Zionist, take it as you will, whatever that means for a number of you. And then on the other hand, it's like they use like curse words maybe for some, or they have some kind of vocabulary that makes you question like the vernacular that they just use with you and that other voice type. And you're like, what? I'm hearing, what are you actually making yourself out to be right now, right here? And they are, I'm hearing in the falling out period of who they thought they were. I'm hearing in their father's eyes. I'm hearing in their father's shoes as well. And there are a few tails. I'm hearing coattails as well that they feel they need to trim in order to make the train tracks that will choo-choo all the way home with you on it. And they might feel like kind of like not, I'm hearing available enough emotionally to communicate with you in the ways that you need. And you might be like a really good communicator, Aries, when it comes to your emotions, and especially if you've got a lot of Aries, Pisces in your chart, take you also some Aries. There's even a directness with which you're like, hi, I'm feeling that you're my soulmate, and this person like looks back at you and they're like, so what? So you want me to make you some soup? Like sort of feeling like they're like, oh, they deviate the conversation, or they deviate the emotion, or they even, I'm hearing, distance themselves from you physically, or they may be distant from you in some kind of way. They might be a distant relative as well. Take it as you will. But I'm seeing it as like, Aries, rather in this way of there being somewhat of like a clunky nature to the way that this person even perceives the whole project I'm hearing, but also the whole, I'm hearing parenting concept. I'm hearing teacher-parent as well. I'm getting as well, though, I'm hearing professional act that they feel they're eventually going to be taking on. It can be related to matters of childhood, could be related to matters of children, and what they feel that they need to change in order to make more change to charge this new beginning with. And it can be happening on a financial level. Absolutely, they might feel like I need to make sure that my antlers stay up when I'm building this house for them. I'm hearing that as well for a number of people. Like, I can't be like the Father of Pentacles and then have these antlers that are made of feathers that fly away when the storm comes through. And I'm seeing them really actually like being, if you're questioning someone's, like, I'm hearing devil-like nature in the way that they like, let's say, pursue very adamantly a certain project. And the devil is associated with, the devil coming through right here, the devil is associated with the archetype of Capricorn in the major arcana. I'm seeing like that if you've been doubting, like, why are they not doing it anymore? Or why are they not doing anything that actually marks any spot on the map? I'm getting it's like, if you might be kind of like wondering like what they're actually working on. This energy came through for Sagittarius. Okay, Aries in their November readings, but I'm seeing that it's because they're actually making sure that the moment, I'm hearing, stands up on its own 2 feet. I'm hearing, and also in its own household. And they may be preparing something for you, Aries, but I'm getting that it's like, again, for a number of you, it's like they have this propensity to also be incredibly like independent seeming, and they might have a lot of Aquarius in their chart as well. They might have been brought up in that way. Like I'm hearing militant style of mothering. Very interesting. And maybe it could be however gender here, but I'm seeing it as also perhaps being a corporation for a number of you, or even I'm hearing a classroom, a community, I'm hearing a collaborative act as well. It's almost like the family I'm hearing as well. Okay, nonetheless, and they might have been, again, raised to like feel like they have to sort of be, I'm hearing they have to distance themselves from certain people at certain times. But I'm hearing at the end of the day, they're actually like just I'm hearing a culinary artist for the creatives at heart. And again, the last card here, the Chariot, it's like at the end of the day, they actually just want you to chew on something that they made for you. And they want to know that they made it for you, and that they made it for you, and not just for 1 minute and 1 moment, but that they made it for you in ways that you could appreciate it. I'm hearing down the line, I'm hearing for all time. And it's like, this person is not, I'm hearing specifically I'm hearing merry-go-round the rosy. Who am I going to choose the pantyhosey of which I'm going to be? I'm hearing home gaming. This I'm hearing national event, and they may be famous for a number of you. This individual might have a really large audience. They may also feel that what they take public in a certain way really is like more public even than it perhaps even is. But I'm not seeing it as like in a way of like, I think I'm famous, but I have like, I'm hearing famous followers, like whatever that may mean in particular. I'm not seeing it like in that way. Always take it as well, Aries, and whatever that may mean in particular for a number, no particular judgment. But there's this feeling of like, again, what the moves that this individual makes. I'm hearing what it is that they see themselves upholding, as they may feel it, holds a space that is publicly, I'm hearing, recognized. And I'm hearing by the police force as well. This individual might be associated with a very large network. I'm hearing a very large audience as well, but I'm seeing it as almost like being somewhat like very like I'm seeing it like being in a way that is not something that everybody kind of knows about. Like, oh my God, is that Lady Gaga? Like, I'm hearing, let's go ask her what lipstick she's wearing. Like, it's not in a way of like being so, I'm hearing clear cut in the way, or clear sighted in the way that this individual actually like cuts cookies and has I'm hearing makes profit from it. It's also like it's in that way. Perhaps it's like, again, they might be super like mega I'm hearing a mega millionaire, but they don't have that announced on their dorefront like sort of feeling. Okay, nonetheless, here, Aries, again, let's backtrack here. The feeling I'm getting for you is that this individual, or this propensity, this kind of form that your work may be taking on as well at this period of time, might be, or in the future, take it as you always, right? Always a matter of interpretation, Aries, and always feel it how you feel it, but heed your personal intuition. There's a focus on what it is that they consider as the afterthought of their thinking space. And just when I say that the Nine of Swords coming through, they might also have a lot of air in their chart. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, they may be a really like strategic thinker. And if not, on a personal level, I'm getting that they like run everything by. I'm hearing their audience, their audience's attorneys, like they're very, very clear on how they uphold a certain image, and they may actually need to follow certain rules and guidelines in order to make sure that they're not making any moves that make them look kind of like I'm hearing like a messy act on the stage that needs to be cleaned up. And it's like this person might be really I'm hearing a conservative, but then at the same time it's like when they go home, I'm hearing they love working with children and I'm hearing making cookies with like star shapes and like I'm hearing, and then they call you up, I'm hearing in the middle of the night, and they like tell you that they're like having somewhat of I'm hearing marriage crisis. I'm hearing as well for a number of you, like this person might be really like I'm hearing momentary in the way that they show you certain sides of how they feel specifically. And at the base here, the Two of Cups, they want to, I'm hearing, love you. I'm hearing again as well the Two of Cups mirroring the Mother of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse right over the Three of Pentacles upright. There's a focus here, Aries, on what is being challenged and out comes the Five of Cups. This person might have had a past or a process of kind of processing their emotions in ways that made them question how I'm hearing dense their I'm hearing their jacket, their bomber jacket actually is. It's like, gosh, I'm hearing, am I like feeling kind of doofusy because I feel doofusy, or am I feeling doofusy because the doctor told me that I'm gonna be feeling doofusy around this time, or am I feeling doofusy because I'm feeling doofusy? And what, I mean, I'm almost seeing like this space of like trying to grapple with certain emotions like that perhaps are related to certain social constructs. And this, again, I'm getting almost like this like immaturity in a certain way, like this I'm hearing this interpretation of the emotional space that they're not quite comfortable with perhaps in a certain way, but I'm seeing that is changing, and that's something that is being, I'm hearing, made very clear at this point in time in terms of what they want to offer you. And if someone has been not offering you something, Aries, like in a very clear way where you're like, do you want to marry me? I'm hearing specifically this energy came through with Pisces. I'm hearing it's like, do you want to marry me? I'm hearing, do you want to merge with me? Do you want to market my work? I'm hearing me. Do you want to work with me? I'm hearing specifically as well. And this may be a question of funding. I'm getting that at the end of the day, if this person has not been telling you what doctor's note they're going to be writing you up, they're going to be I'm hearing they're going to be starting real soon, and not soon, but they're going to be starting in a way that, and always take it as well, Aries, right? Can be taken, perceived, interpreted in a number of ways, but I'm hearing like they're going to be at least telling you rather what it is that they feel may be eventually carried out through time. And it's like, look, I see you as, yes, I'm hearing potential. I'm hearing I see you as a project that I would like to develop down the line. And you're like, great. I'm hearing you still sound like, I'm hearing you're gauging. I'm hearing my personality here. And it's like this person, and again, it can be your own energy, Aries, as well. But I'm getting that this person, or again, this project is somewhat in a period of I'm hearing alliteration, where it's like you're both sort of, I'm almost saying like two people in a fairy tale that I'm hearing romance as well. It could be a situation that feels like, oh my goodness, I'm hearing heaven definitely sent us both to have this heart-to-heart connection, and in ways that make us feel like we are heartbroken unless we have each other. Like, and I'm seeing for a number of you, in whatever way that may be meant for a number of you, always take it easy, well, right? What is love? Right? It's always a matter of how we're upholding a certain relationship with ourselves. Aries, okay, the phone cut there. Now, we were saying the Ten of Wands in reverse coming right up and out there with the Ten of Swords upright. They're mirroring one another, and they're actually parallel here. Right over the Four of Cups in reverse. There is, again, I'm getting it as a focus on what needs to be also officialized in a certain way of what the feeling space is. And it's like, I'm hearing it again. Do you want to create, I'm hearing, a certain character with me? And if you do, I'm hearing, let's do it. I'm hearing specifically, and I'm seeing you as being like I'm seeing you like with a stamp in your hand. You're like, I'm doing the documents now. Are you going to be, I'm hearing, starting with me here? And this person looks at you and they're like, I'm hearing yes, but I'm still Rudolph and my nose is still red right now, whatever that may mean to a number of you. And it was so interesting. This energy came through for Pisces. It was like this feeling of someone, and it was a Capricornian energy coming through. I believe it was the devil, and they look somewhat like a reindeer. Okay, take it as you will. And that was the November Pisces reading, Pisces November reading. Okay, but nonetheless, Aries, I'm getting it like in this way of like I'm seeing someone like riding up in a bus almost, and they like look at you and they come to your stop, or vice versa. Again, you roll up to someone's, I'm hearing house, home, post, and they're like about to roll on through, and you roll the window down and you're like, hey, and you shout out at them from the bus, and you're like, we're getting on and we're going. Are you coming? And this person like looks at you and like doesn't question their movements, doesn't question that they want to move forward with you. They move onto the bus. They like get on the bus, but they're like, yeah, but I'm hearing, and like while they're getting on, they're still like trying to explain how they're still not, or how it is that they've been staging, I'm hearing a certain strategy, and they're like, yeah, but I'm still and they're like getting on the bus though at the same time, and you're like, look, I'm hearing, let's just get you buckled in. Let's just start, I'm hearing, believing in the power of love here. And this person is like looking at you and like having somewhat of a I'm hearing crybaby moment, whatever that means for a number of you. Again, it could be your own energy, the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. It could be in a way of like, it could be on a personal level where they're like, wow, 10 of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Cups upright. They are making, I'm hearing, a major shift here in the way that they're memorizing their own lines. And it's like, I'm seeing them being somewhat in a space that feels like, oh gosh, I feel like I'm hearing a fishbone necklace, and that makes me feel like I'm telling people that I eat fish. I'm hearing specifically for a number of you, or like I'm hearing a feeling. It's like this person feels somewhat, let's say, they feel. I'm seeing them like sitting on this bus with you and feeling what is being I'm hearing faced. Perhaps professionally, maybe financially as well. And it's this feeling of like, though at the same time, like feeling like the liberation of this letter that they're now writing with you, and that they're I'm hearing loving the locks to sort of curl around their finger. I'm seeing this person like actually really like enjoying the process of making change here. And I'm seeing it as Aries, or rather in a way of like, and you may be dealing with the Sagittarius as well, but I'm seeing you playing a very, very, very inspiring role here, and almost like as a mentor of sorts, where you're like almost like breaking down the philosophy with them. And this person at first might feel like a little uncomfortable while they're on the bus here with you, like having like got on and been like, okay, I guess we are going together here to this time and place. But I'm getting it again. It's like you kind of like working with them on that even, but not in a direct way where it's like, hi, like now I'm going to be your teacher. It's like, no, I'm getting it in the way of like, now we're going to be, I'm hearing, looking out the window together, and look how beautiful the view is. And I'm seeing you like holding hands with this person and like looking out the window with them, and you both are like looking out the window, and it's like that tells them what they need to talk themselves out of the paradigm of. And I'm in whatever way that may be for you or them, it may be perceptive as well, but the feeling is that there's, again, I'm seeing this individual like, again, getting on this bus and like retraining their training wheels in the way that they've been learning to use them. I'm hearing to work for them and not against them, where it's like the training wheels made them feel like they couldn't feel the form that the bike would take on, where it's like, oh, I felt like I had all this armor. I'm hearing not necessarily armor, but I'm getting it as like in the way, and always talking about Aries, but in not necessarily any particular way, but I felt like I'm hearing formalizing my feelings. And that in a certain way, as I'm getting, it's almost like they get on this bus and they like now can take off their jacket sort of feeling, and they're like, okay, I'm now actually, I'm hearing freaking excited. And this person somewhat perhaps, and again, always take it as you will, Aries, leading out with the Ace of Pentacles, they again, I'm hearing it was a guise. I'm hearing that for a number of you. It was also a gesture of I'm hearing a gentleman-like grace, whatever that may mean. We're going to read with the Father of Pentacles, like not wanting to pass any judgments on their own emotions as well, like too quickly, where it's like they felt like they were just winning you over with words. I'm hearing that specifically for a number of you. And I'm seeing that this individual, again, perhaps can have a lot of air in their chart. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It could be in their moon, it could be in their Venus, it could be in their midheaven, I'm hearing as well, especially if this is related to matters of career. It's like when they want to take on a project, or the way that they move through in a certain public space, in their work, in a professional space as well, they think through that, like, I'm hearing in double time, in double speak as well, in perhaps numerous languages and a number of languages, and perhaps even like social spaces, okay? But nonetheless here, and there could be also a focus on how certain social, again, I'm hearing constructs, paradigms, even reflective spaces, I'm hearing specifically in the industry that they work in, can be a focus. All right, now the focus though, as I'm getting it for you, Aries, again, is that this individual gets on board in some shape or form. Again, it can be your own energy and how it is that you formalize a certain event. The focus is that they're now, I'm hearing, finding the time to talk about the, I'm hearing the table that you both sit at to write this revenue stream out. And I'm seeing that you both kind of want to color in the book, I'm hearing at the same time in the same way. And that's somewhat of a I'm hearing discussion that has, I'm hearing a dick move or two to it that you kind of want to, I'm hearing be careful and watch out for, whatever that may mean for a number of you, but I'm seeing it and this is perhaps if it's a negotiation, I'm getting strongly for a number of you, but I'm seeing it as well, being in the way of like, there's a learning period, okay, in terms of how we are now working with each other in this space. And there's somewhat of like, again, I'm getting it as like a learning curve, even like, hi, this is how we work with words that don't work against each other. And I'm seeing that specifically for a number of you where like, again, if you've been dealing with someone who's been somewhat I'm hearing whiskered in the way that they talked to you, I'm hearing, or of you or around you. It's like you weren't talking at me, I'm hearing specifically, and I'm almost imagining someone who like felt like somewhat of a cat in a room to you. Like they were sitting in the corner of the room, and they were definitely there with you, but they didn't really captivate your heart by way of I'm hearing counting cookie crumbs that they left a trail with when wagging their tail happily to you, like when you came home. It's like that kind of feeling. It's like in whatever that may be for a number of you Aries. This reading is getting real long, but the focus is I'm getting it for you, and that's all right, Aries. But there's a focus on, yet again, it's like what was somewhat watered down, I'm hearing as well, as a wonderful moment that perhaps you were like, wow, I'm hearing, I'm really excited to work on this with you. And this person might have like adopted the attitude of like feeling underwhelmed about what is considered an opportunity or a chance. And they might have a lot of earth in their chart. And if so, I'm hearing bred to believe that everything has, I'm hearing a catch-22 to it, as well as somewhat of a I'm hearing like castor oil. It's so interesting with the Father of Pentacles, like, and castor oil is like somewhat like viscous, like very thick. I'm almost seeing it as like feeling like they need to ensure that they're walking on all four hooves. I'm hearing that specifically with the Father, like wanting to make sure that their hooves are on earth and not on like muddy water where they get them like, I don't know, like emulsified. Like I'm seeing like a horse or a goat, I'm hearing as well, who doesn't want to get their feet dirty because it makes them feel like they're not free to feel the feet that they're wearing when they're moving forward in a certain direction. I'm hearing into the future, because the focus is the future and they don't want to have to focus on cleaning their hooves off. I'm hearing that specifically for a number of you. Again, take it as you will, whatever that may mean in particular for you. And it could have been related to a certain direction that you really wanted to work in for a long time, but that you perhaps I'm hearing disguised or really discussed the passion of to a level that was like, I'm hearing, where's the bell for freedom to ring at? Again, like kind of feeling. And again, it's like the sort of feeling of like having thought so much and at such lengths about a certain topic. Let us move on forward here for you, Aries, into the Ace of Pentacles, like right over the Six of Pentacles in reverse. And I'm hearing here yet again that there's somewhat of a I'm hearing retraction, a role of retraction here, the Sun of Wands in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse, like someone who had a certain expectation of how they were kind of being worked up to, I'm hearing the world-class image of, as being, I'm hearing the ultimate ballroom breakdancer. And I'm hearing boyfriend as well, whatever that maybe number, like, I'm seeing this individual having like such a standard that they're like, oh, I'm hearing I don't need to have that portrait in my room, like up like that. Like I don't need to have, I'm hearing also boyfriends to balance the act out with, whatever that may mean in particular for a number of you. I'm seeing it though as like, I don't need to have, my bear claws out at all times. When I'm resting, I'm hearing with you in my arms, like I'm seeing it as like, Aries. I'm seeing someone who's really actually timid. Okay, and this person I'm hearing doesn't know how to talk about that because they don't know what they would be talking about if they were talking about it, because they're not sure even what has been influencing their moves. I'm hearing their actions as well. There's a focus here on what eventually is broken into, and it's a box that is again very exciting to open, but somewhat also daunting. I'm hearing challenging, but not in the way of like, how do we pop the balloon with the perfect pencil, but in the way of like, what exactly are we opening ourselves to? I'm hearing the orientation of it. I'm seeing it as being something that two individuals are very keen on moving forward and with. And in the direction of yet again. But the feeling is that the understanding is rather that it's somewhat of like a bottleneck moment. It's like a portalization of what will be opened as a whole new experience and chapter here. It's so exciting. I'm seeing it as not being scary. I'm seeing it in whatever way that scary could be meant, but I'm not seeing it as like something that feels like it's got a skeleton in the closet that you don't know is going to jump out while you're roaming around in the maze on Halloween Eve. It's like, it's not that kind of feeling. It's the feeling more so as I'm getting it, Aries, and I'm hearing Libra strongly, is that Ace of Pentacles right over the world, is that you don't, I'm hearing, and I don't want to miss a thing. It's like you both might have actually a vision of what you want to create. And again, I'm seeing it as like two people coming together to like birth a certain, I'm hearing boardroom breakdown. I'm hearing also, I'm hearing bosom for the baby. Very interesting. And I'm seeing this as like a womb for a number of you, and whatever way that may meant for you or anyone, take it as you will. But I'm seeing it as like, and what is a womb, right? Again, take it as you will. There's a focus here on what you eventually, I'm hearing down the line, are going to be, I'm hearing fracking out of. The Magician in reverse looking at the Ace of Pentacles, the Fool looking at the Lovers looking back at the Fool, like, what are you looking at? We're flying forward. And I'm seeing someone who's like, everyone's running in a certain direction, and one individual while they're running like looks back at people who are running forward, and the people who are running forward like look at them while they're all running forward, and it's like, why are you, I'm hearing, so focused on what we're not focused on, right? About ourselves even. And this person is like wondering, not necessarily about themselves, but about what has been, I'm hearing, forecasted. And I'm seeing someone here who like might be wondering about the astrological timing of a certain talk. I'm hearing also a certain project. And the other person is like, especially if you're dealing with a Gemini, they're like, I don't get, I'm hearing, why you're worried about glowing in the dark. And it's like, no, but I'm hearing we have to glow. And this other person's like, why do we have to glow in the dark? And it could be almost like seasonal, like, do we want to launch this in the winter, or do we want to launch this in I'm hearing on Sunday like night? And it's like there could be somewhat of like a period of like even gauging. I'm hearing also research here. Okay, well, let us get into it for you, Aries. We'll pull a few more cards and see what comes through. Ooh, it's so exciting. It's so exciting. Very exciting energies, Aries, for you here. I'm hearing, hold me with the Father of Pentacles. I'm hearing, in the house of your dreams. Not in the house of cards. And someone might be like wondering how you're working with them, and kind of like, and it could be right vice versa, but I'm hearing how somebody's wondering how you are working with them, and how that's going to work out down the line. Again, they might be like wondering how even superficial. I'm hearing you're considering this this role as whatever that may mean, a particular number, not necessarily superficial in any particular way, but I'm seeing it as like it could be related to how you may be considering your own participation in terms of like, I'm hearing the personification of, but I'm seeing it in a way of like the performance. Okay, Son of Cups is looking back at the Fool. The Tower in reverse smacked up in between the Son of Cups and the Fool. The Chariot's upright, right over the Seven of Wands upright, mirroring the Nine of Pentacles upright. Ten of Cups is in reverse, mirroring the Star upright. I'm hearing it's a world-class affair. I'm hearing shine your shoes, everybody. The Three of Pentacles at the base of the Star. You're manifesting something here, Aries, strongly. If you're dealing with a Cancer who's got a Capricorn, I'm hearing, or who looks like a Capricorn when they're not looking at you, whatever that may mean for you, they really, I'm hearing, and it could be in the way of like someone who's really professional, really formal, when they're like not I'm hearing wiping your tears away, whatever that may mean. It's like they might have these like two really like polar personas that they practice with you in the room of I'm hearing passion with, and it's like, gosh, I'm hearing again like polarization with the moon. It's like, gosh, you treat me like I'm your brother one day, and then you treat me like I'm your boardroom mate the next, and then you brush my hair back for me and you tell me that I'm beautiful. And like, what's that about? I'm hearing, and then you sometimes call me baby, but then you ask me what kind of butter I want in my bread in the morning and in my cookies that you cook for me, and I just don't know like what you're trying to get at here. And I'm seeing like someone being, again, like somewhat, I'm hearing confounded in the space of I'm hearing their audition for you. Like they don't I'm seeing someone who was like Aries. I'm seeing someone who like has been like brought to your doorstep to like audition for you in some kind of way, and it's like, and I'm hearing marriage proposal as well, and it's like they didn't know like what to wear, so they brought like 10 different looking vests just in case they needed to have, I'm hearing, a plot point change with you, and you're like, I'm hearing, okay, so you have a gold chain hung around your neck, I'm hearing, and your wrist. Okay, you've got, I'm hearing, a leaf blower in your backyard, and you just told me that, and I don't know why we're talking about that, but okay, I'm hearing, I'm gonna take it. And then you're trying to tell me that you're timing our conversation, and that's making me feel a little weird. And that's also making me feel like I'm wondering more about you now in terms of what you can do, I'm hearing, for yourself, and not when I'm here, but when you're home alone. And I'm seeing like someone kind of wondering like what someone else is really cut out to be when they're not busy like creating something for an audience. I'm hearing that as well for a number of you, and I'm almost seeing like, again, someone who like auditions for someone. I'm hearing a speaker playwright role, and it's like this person comes like to the audition like having like so many different actors in their own like I'm hearing supporting role, and they're like, they come, I'm seeing like one person who like acts out like 10 different roles like in one moment, I'm hearing, in one night, and they're like, I'm hearing, and it could be in terms of singing as well. It's like, I believe I can fly, and then they like segue into like, my heart will go on and on, and then you're like hearing them out. I'm almost getting like a Simon Cowell kind of moment here. I'm seeing Aries like being like, look, I'm hearing, blow your hair back, please, because I want to see your belief system first before you actually try to make me believe in it. And the judgment card, I'm hearing judgment, justice card in reverse. Always take it as you will, Aries here, but I'm getting it like in this way of wanting to know where someone's coming from exactly. And you might be getting out your X-Acto knife to make sure that everyone is being really honest here. I'm hearing, and really brotherly as well. It's like, I'm seeing someone who like is not being like tough on someone, I'm hearing, necessarily, but is being like, I'm hearing kind of I'm hearing cryptic as well in the way that they're challenging someone, but in a way of like, look, I know that you're good, I'm hearing, I just want to make sure that we're on the same page here, like in terms of what we're both expecting of each other in this exact moment. And that's something that you want to challenge Aries in a way that makes them feel like they need to leave the night with a few more love notes in hand in terms of what they're actually going to be locking in as their side of the deal to themselves. I'm hearing, though, also to you by way of selling who they are to you. Very interesting. I'm hearing themselves, though. And I'm seeing in a way of like, look, go. I'm hearing have your happy moments. And I'm hearing have yourself a Merry Christmas. I'm hearing as well for a number of you. And tell me that you've arrived once your Uber has caught fire. Well, God forbid, Aries. But whatever that means, it can be related to also. I'm seeing not literal, but always right. Related to I'm getting it as finances, and I'm almost seeing it as like the devil's feet. I'm hearing who are not I'm hearing practiced with Prada quite yet, but are I'm hearing definitely promising of a certain act down the line. I'm almost seeing someone who like auditioned for something and you're like, I don't know, I'm hearing we can't do this yet. Like when you're not being dynamic in the way that tells me that you told yourself to do that, like because you told yourself that it was your dance. I'm hearing your dance move, and I'm seeing again, Aries, that you kind of want to get committed to the concept of commitment, even that you offer others to open that space up with you in. And I'm seeing that if somebody is like kind of putting on a show or an act for you, that you're not just coloring in like the coloring book while they're making you moves. It's like I'm seeing you kind of like wanting to the star coming through, mirroring here the devil. You kind of want to consider also who they are within the context and the space that they operate through in a personal way. And you're like, I'm seeing you almost like looking at someone who auditions for you, and they're like, and you kind of feel like, this person I'm hearing is just they've got their backpack on, they just got home from school, they're kind of a playboy. I'm hearing specifically for a number of you, playgirl I'm hearing as well. They kind of look like they have I'm hearing a shallow identity, whatever that may mean, but like in a way of like they're still wearing like I'm hearing coats that have I'm hearing comments on them, whatever that may mean, in particular for number, like I'm seeing people who like write on each other. Okay, whatever. It's like I'm seeing you kind of looking at this person and having comments that you don't really like carve out a space with, where you're like, I'm not gonna judge you. I'm hearing that specifically for I'm not telling you that you're not actually I'm hearing Broadway potential, but I think that you might need to broaden your horizons first in terms of how you breathe in the room that you want to break dance in, and whatever that may mean for a number of you. I'm seeing that it's related to how someone may be having the moment again, like on a personal level first, Aries. And I'm seeing that, and always take it as you will, not necessarily in any particular way, not necessarily positive or neutral, right? No sort of association with any particular term, but I'm just sort of right. It's coming through. I'm getting that it's related to what someone has promised you, even in a certain way, where they're like, I am so professional. I'm hearing this for a number of you, and then they come to the dance floor and they dance in ways that make you wonder what their version of professional is and means, and it can be happening on a level that is financially focused. But I'm seeing that you don't want to make their daughter cry, though, whatever that may mean for a number of you. Like you don't want to delete their number, I'm hearing as well. It's like you don't want to tell them that they're not dancing well enough. You don't want to tell them that they're an intermediary step within the larger scope of what you're considering moving on in here and now at this point in time. I'm seeing you like wanting to be somewhat curt, but not like collared in the way that you communicate your standards here, Aries. I'm seeing it though not just as like a stand, like we have standards here and we don't break them for bad boys. Like I'm not saying it like in that way, but take it as you will, Aries. The focus as I'm getting it is in the way of feeling that there's a whole lot more in the treasure chest that they don't know how to open quite yet. I'm hearing the trunk too, the assets of, and you feel that someone has a whole lot of potential. Let's not get that misspoken. I'm hearing mistailored as well in the dress that you see them wearing down the line, or vice versa, that they see you wearing down the line, or the suit, the tie, whatever it may be. But I'm hearing timing is definitely a focus here. Timing is definitely even perhaps seasonally, maybe an element at play, and you may also be considering that. It's like, okay, I'm hearing they're performing for me in the summertime. What does that tell me of what they've been kind of spending a lot of time doing, and what does that tell me that it can be academically as well for a number of you. This could be an interview here for a number of you as well, but I'm seeing it as like, okay, what does that kind of tell me that they have been talking about to other employers about as well? And it could be I'm hearing a major showdown here for a number of you with the Star and the Justice card. There could be someone who really is actually putting in a very good word for this individual, maybe also you. You may be considering, I'm seeing that this is not just a no. I'm not getting that this is like, you're going home, or you're going to Hollywood. Like, I'm not seeing it as being something that's like, no show, no go, no show. Like, not like that. I'm not getting it in that way. I'm getting it in the way of, and again, can be with yourself, Aries. It's like, even if something feels like it's not quite hot enough yet, again, I'm like getting this feeling, like, tell me when your Uber like catches on fire sort of feeling. It's like, I'm not seeing it like that though. I'm seeing it in the way of, tell me when like your Hot Wheels are not ones that you play with as a little boy. I'm hearing that specifically, but one that you break down I'm hearing the mathematical problem set. And I'm seeing for a number of you that this could be related to finances. I'm hearing a financing position. But again, take it as you will, Aries, always a matter of perception, interpretation. And again, not necessarily in any particular way. There's a focus rather on what I'm hearing you rotate in your mind's eye. The Three of Wands coming right up and out as the sticker. I'm hearing price point as well. Again, perhaps in matters of negotiation, that makes the deal taste sweet to you. I'm hearing not on your tongue, not in your mouth, but under. I'm hearing your tongue specifically with the Devil here. It's like, I need to feel like I am, I'm hearing deceived by my own senses when I'm sounding out the name of this proposal. I need to not feel like I can think about it. If I have a momentary reaction and I'm questioning it, I'm doubting it, no, I'm hearing it's not hot enough. I'm hearing the pan is not hot enough to cook on yet. And I'm seeing you again really like gauging that space, and I'm seeing it could be related to perhaps a season of time, and it's like, I need to do this in the summer. I feel like perhaps even the actual environment, the weather is not hot enough yet. Again, I would take it as well, Aries, but I'm seeing that there is a focus on what you may be also guided as you may feel it to move in the direction of at a certain point in time. And you're like, I'm not going to move forward until I'm hearing Gomez tells me to, the Death card and the Mother of Swords. Like someone who is not even, somebody who may be a fictional character as it may be perceived, as it may have also been I'm hearing fairy taleed out as. Very interesting. I'm seeing for a number of this maybe a spirit guide, but there's a memory as well. The Moon coming through, mirroring the Tower in reverse, and the Mother of Swords. There's a memory of what made sense to you, I'm hearing, in the past when you perceived this potential direction that you wanted to move in, that made you promise yourself that you would not be making decisions in ways that didn't dance to your rhythm. And I'm getting that is based on an energetic level. I'm hearing frequentially, where it's like, I don't start things if I feel like they don't start me spiritually in a stimulating way, and I'm seeing start me first. I'm hearing in the meditation space. I'm hearing the meditative state. I'm hearing transcendentally, and it's like, if something doesn't catch on like wildfire first in my mind's eye vision, and this can be very reflective, your energies, I'm not going to be I'm hearing making this proposal. I'm not going to be throwing this event. I'm hearing talk show host, the Empress upright, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. There is a focus on what really feeds, I'm hearing, the soil here to make it ultra fertile for you and others to kind of feast on. And the Six of Cups in reverse mirrors the Nine of Pentacles upright. I'm seeing you wanting to host a certain space, Aries. Ace of Cups is mirroring the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Cups is upright. There's something that you're really, I'm hearing yet again, it's like, it's not like I'm not doing this, I'm not moving on it. I'm seeing you like gauging what kind of, I'm hearing, water you want to serve at that event. I'm hearing that as well for a number of you. What it is that you feel will be, here comes the Father of Pentacles, again, the Daughter of Cups, and the Father of Swords in reverse, leading out of this transcendentalism of, I'm hearing a talk as well with the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse. There could be I'm hearing for a number of you like a pause, a hold on certain processes that will eventually be discussed down the line. I'm seeing that it may be related to where you perhaps live, where it is you have a home base in and of, and what you kind of want to be cultivating down the line. It could be so simple as what geographical plot of land do we feel will really be, I'm hearing the most, I'm hearing profitable space to hold this partnership on, and it can be related to matters of also negotiation. And again, how is it two parties are coming together to practice a certain craft? Okay, now let us see anything else here that wants to come through, Aries. I'm hearing, don't knock at the door. Knock at the dawn of the deathbed, whatever that means for you. The Death card looking over at the Fool, and the Ace of Pentacles right behind the Death card. It's like there's a last goodbye here. I'm hearing specifically for a number of you. And what is a goodbye, right? Is it a hello to? I'm hearing what feels more like home. Take it as you will. Always take it as you will. And what does home mean, or what does home feel like? There's a focus here on what it is that you are gauging the interpretation space of. I'm hearing the interpretive space of understanding more deeply what this new beginning really symbolizes for you, Aries, as itself as. And the focus is on perhaps how you perceive of this potential, I'm hearing also philosophy that you're setting forth, this perspective that you're setting forth in a public way. And it can be, before I move in, I'm seeing someone like leaving like a house, like a room, and they're like moving out, and they're like giving one last look around the whole, I'm hearing a hallway. I'm hearing monitoring, whatever that means for a number of you, and they're like, they look around and they give it that one last look, not because they know they feel like they might have left something, but because they want to look this I'm hearing very interesting. I'm hearing this listserv. I'm hearing it as a listserv. I'm hearing also the line that has dialed them to make this decision up in their mind in this very moment. And I'm hearing in the eye. It's like they want to identify exactly what has been challenging, what has been stimulating, provocative of a certain passion point that really, I'm hearing, fundamentalizes their priority in this project. Okay, thank you so much, Aries, for tuning love and light to enjoy this period of November. Thank you all so much for connecting. Thank you all so much for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscriptions. I'm so touched by all of you. Thank you for connecting, and I highly recommend check out your Venus sign, specifically if you're watching for matters related to love, finances, art, partnership, harmony, beauty, material assets, and goods. If you don't know your sign, you'd like to calculate it, you could do so via the link in the description box below. Nonetheless, thank you all so much for tuning in, Aries. I'm hearing Taurus as we trail right out. There could be focus on the long term. I'm hearing also premonition that you hold of what you are going to be moving in the direction of. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Let me see if anything else wants to come through, Aries. I'm hearing Taurus again here strongly with the Death card and the Ace of Swords. They're going to be focused on what you feel will become in full circle. I'm hearing in terms of the sort of finalization. I'm hearing though in a way of like the formality of perhaps a certain partnership, and I'm seeing it as being like also what we're discussing, what is being sort of spaced out or staged out or strategized, even strategically, how, let's say, those spaces will be filled in eventually with lines of their own. Thank you so much again, Aries, for tuning in. Love and light to you here. Have a beautiful November, and I'll see you soon. Bye.